Hello, me fixing everything. And because there is always something to be fixed, the timing on this embroidery machine is not exactly right. It's not very bad, but it's bad enough to notice it. And I can show you here a few examples of the last embroidery I was doing. Now, the tension was way off. I fixed the tension. I'll show you another video about the tension, but here you can see it running, and it just skips here and there. You can see it's just not perfect, and we will check today. We'll check how is the timing. This is a Happy Voyager. I think it's the oldest model. Can we see an exact model? hcs-1201-30, which means that it's 12 needles, but it's generally the same, even for the newest ones with a touch screen. You can, if you're a little bit technically minded, you can definitely see. I never did that before, but we will. I'll show you. I checked it before, and it was alright. So what you need is a flathead screwdriver in order to get to the thing. If you have your G shape or D shape, half T, L shape. If you have your L shape screwdriver, it's actually pretty good fit. Now the top plate needs to be removed. Give me a second to fit a little thing over here. I'll need a, maybe I'll need a mount. Just remove these two screws, yeah. Okay, so I have the coffee ready, and I have the top plate removed with the screws right there. Now, what we need to do is switch on the machine, and it will do its thing. It will move the X and Y direction. Press OK. Now you need to drop down the presser foot. This machine is made with this one. We're on the 6th needle, but it doesn't really matter on which needle we are. When we lower the presser foot, we need to go on the back of the machine, and I already have prepared. Now you can see the machine here, but on my one I removed the lid so I can check a few other bits. But here we will need to move the dial to 25 degrees, and also make sure that we press the needle down. Yeah, we'll press the needle, we'll grab the needle and we'll press it down. Is it this one or this one? Yeah, this one. Okay. And now I'm gonna rotate here, and the needle is gonna move down. Okay. Don't know if you can see both things, but needle is definitely moving down, and here we'll rotate until we reach exactly 25 degrees. Let me see a bit more. I think this is exactly 25. Yeah, looks like 25. Okay, we'll leave this one here, and now we'll check what happens on the front. I'll zoom in so you can see closer. This point where my front of my nail is, yeah, needs to be exactly behind the hollow part in the needle. Okay, this one is out of alignment. Can you see how the triangle is sticking out? Yeah, needs to be behind the needle, the little spot here where my tip of the finger is. Maybe if I point with something pointy. where the side of the ruler is, yeah, needs to be behind the needle. Okay, in order to do that, I'll just stop the machine. In order to do that, we need to undo a few screws here. This one. Let's see. This one, you can see it right here. And there is 3 more. Unfortunately, I can't hold the phone, but we need to. Okay, I will undo this one as well. What needs to happen is the shaft needs to be rotated on the back. You rotate the shaft, and in the moment you rotate the shaft, you're undoing them as well, so they're loose but not like very loose. Okay, and what needs to happen is when the bottom assembly here, if this thread was not in my way, and the bottom shaft is like this, just check. Can you see the flat spot? It used to be exactly behind the needle, like that. Get a little bit of play in it. Here, the angle on the back needs to be exactly 25 degrees, which at the moment is not, and it's like 24. Okay, so we'll get loose the bolts, let's call the assembly, and I'll try to show you the bolts as well. I'll just set it up 25 degrees exactly, yeah. Let's go on the front. Okay, so with the back at 25 degrees, now we can rotate the hook. Now you can see here in the middle this spot needs to be aligned with that metal piece. Okay, so just like that, and then the hook needs to be right behind the needle. Something important is that the distance, focus, have a piece of thread here. Okay, something important is that the assembly is not only, you know, sorry, but I'm just trying to focus and talk at the same time, and it doesn't want to happen. So now I have the whole hook assembly loose. I loosen it through the bolts here. I have to rotate on the back, and when I rotate on the back, you can see the 3 bolts. Now we need to get this one to exactly 25 degrees. I think it's on 25 degrees. I can't really see from your side, but yeah, it's on 25 degrees. Then when we go on the front, we need to move the assembly. This notch needs to align in the middle, and now the hook on the back needs to be exactly next to the needle, and it should not you know, like be behind. It needs to be behind it, but also we need to align the gap in between the needle and the hook. Okay, it needs to be paper thin. Should not touch it, but be really close. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'll just set it like that. I will get a screwdriver and I will set it in place. Okay, and then I'll see how much is the gap in between the needle, but there's a little bit of playing around, trying to be at the best position as possible. Okay, got it snug. It's here. Yeah, you can see how close it is, and now I'll try to show you how close is the needle. Can you see this distance? That's the distance you need. Okay, now I will still check on the back to make sure I got the 25 degrees. I'll turn the shaft and I will snug up all 3 bolts on the side. And now for the final test, let's turn the machine again on, and we'll do the whole procedure again. We'll check. Okay. Now it will give you a fault here or on your side, because it's the computer on the machine is sensing that the machine is not in the right position because we were playing with the shafts. So just put downshift and auto to turn its own, you know, it will turn digital the shafts, and it sets everything in place. Now we'll drop the pressure foot, we'll drop the needle, and we'll set it up to 25 degrees. That's 25. Let's see exactly where it needs to be. It's a bit early actually. Right thing, that's perfect. Okay, well, I'll give it a try, but generally that's how to set up the hook timing on Happy Voyager and many other Happies as well. Most of them have the same timing on 25 degrees. Well, we need to put the plate back. I hope the video has been helpful to you. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.